How's it going, guys? Gabe here with RC Cincy, and of course when I flew my Bugs 3 today, I decided to take this out for a test drive because I just replaced a motor on it that burned out during a flight. And of course, sure enough, before the battery even went dead, another motor burned out right next to it. This one right here that originally I lost hitting a tree. The screw came out, this arm popped off, and it detached and it unplugged, luckily without pulling any wires out. And of course it fell to the ground. I retrieved it, so I plugged it back up, put a screw in, everything worked fine, and today the motor just cut out on me, so I'm just going to go ahead and replace the motor. I did, when I was flying it, scrape it across some gravel as I was landing. It kind of like dove. So I'm going to try my best. Now what happened with this screw, I think it actually stripped. So let me grab a pocket knife really fast. So of course this is a new style video for me. I don't do many. I like to tinker and I like doing repairs. It's just it's harder to do on camera, so I'm gonna try to do that for you guys. The issue with this is that I guess the screw stripped, so I gotta kind of almost pry it out of there. You can see it trying to come up. I wonder if I keep tension on it and then try unscrewing it. Let's set it down. First, put tension on it. Be careful, always messing with knives. Normally you shouldn't have this issue, but of course, with all my luck I have, I popped it out last time. I had to take this arm off to check something. Be careful not to obviously stab yourself. It's loose in there. And there it goes. Believe it or not, it's kind of nice because it actually still stays in there and pins it. You obviously have this clip right here. See if I can focus in on that. See this little clip right here? You push it and then pull apart. There it goes. Now be careful not to rip out. Unplug that. And there you have it. There's going to be... So first thing we're going to do is take off this prop. I gotta remember to look down at the camera. Of course, another stripped screw appears. The trend I'm starting to notice with this cheap plastic is these screws are starting to strip from taking them so many times in and out. See that one moving around clearly. See it? So luckily it still gets stuck in there to where it acts like a pin. If that were to ever come out, that could get ugly. Let's go ahead and fold that up. Good old little buck knife. Love these. Love my knives and guns. Anyways, blade. What we're going to do first is we're going to take off these two little screws right here that holds the engine actually into place. This little motor will slide straight out if it weren't for these two screws. I actually broke some of these covers for the other ones. Cracked them when it hit the ground so hard it pushed the motor up and actually cracked this little cover. So that's why you always see me pressing on, checking on them, make sure they're still tight. Take this screw off. We got one more. Set right there. Pop this cover off. There we go. Has two little clips that kind of held it in place, so that makes it easier when you're trying to screw it in. Go ahead and take these three screws. One, 2, and 3. Start out the first one. This is pretty cheap plastic, honestly. Very easy to strip the screws in here, honestly. I don't think it's made to take apart too much. If you can order motors and get these ends right here with the hole. Now what's holding it, let's see how it's still held together, is this screw. It's all the way clear in here. In between those two wires, it's all the way back there. Like right there, straight in the middle, straight down there. It's hard to see on camera, but there it is, I got it. See how that immediately came apart? Boom. There's the top of it. Here's our gear. It's lined up fine. There's nothing on the gear really. It's a little dirty. Still got that grease on there. Set that to the side. We can also clean out this little bit of dirt when I kind of scraped when I kind of dove down and hit the ground. Didn't mean to do that, of course. We get a paper towel. Nice to have some kind of cleaner, alcohol or something, but it's alright. Paper towel. Wipe most of that out. You kind of want to clean it when you got it apart, might as well. Kind of get all that debris so it doesn't get caught up in the motor. I don't think, honestly, the debris caused the motor to go out. I think it was, honestly, be careful, don't wipe anything off the gear itself. Wipe a little bit of grease off this side. Now what you want to do is once this gear slides out, there's obviously a bushing right here. You just want to press down, it'll pop out. Now watch the wiring. You have to kind of slowly, there you go, pull out that wiring. Why I'm so confused here is I honestly believe I just took the wrong side apart. That is hilarious because the side I needed to replace was black and white, and of course this is the motor I just replaced. Well, the way it dove down, see how none of these are dirty? But see how there's kind of grunt and dirt in these, so that probably need to be cleaned out anyway so I don't feel that bad. Let's go ahead and leave that apart for now. I'll be doing it again. Lovely. So this side might be the side that's not stripped. Oh no, this side's stripped too. Of course. So, thing I'm going to do again is dig this screw out. It's kind of like a pin. Can't believe I just did that. I gotta watch that. There it goes. So of course you have to do the same thing. Press right there. You have to kind of press it down, make sure it's flush, and then kind of pull it apart. I feel like this one's open. There we go. And of course it unplugged. I don't know, unless the motor unplugged when I hit, I doubt that. We're gonna go ahead. I should have been careful hitting stuff around here. Not awful small screws. Okay, so what we're gonna do is put this motor right here to this. Now we did have a screw fly across, so we're gonna slide all this stuff up, even the blade. Keep the knife down here. Keep the motor down here. Set that up there. That little one popped off. I'll eventually. Oh, hold on. I think I see it. Luckily, I'm on top of the floor. If it was thick carpet, I'd be screwed because I won't be able to find it. I have a bag of screws, anyways, so I could easily get another screw, which I might do here in a second. This is the one that's actually not working properly. Let's go ahead and do a test to make sure I didn't do this for nothing. So let's go ahead and I don't necessarily recommend doing this in the house, but I want to be certain. Obviously the motors back here aren't going to turn. Normally wouldn't recommend doing it this way, but I need to know. I don't need a guess, I need to know for sure. So I'm going to force that on there. So, yep, I was right. Man, a couple of them are making some terrible noises. See that? So something's going on with that one as well. Man. Hold on a second. Let's try again. So of course, so that motor is bad. Sorry, I kind of throttled up a little too much, blew stuff around. Hopefully I didn't blow my screws around. So unfortunately, that motor is bad. I guarantee this one right here is not. I just did all that for nothing. I need to double make sure. Yep, the motor's good. Because it's brand new. So we'll put that together, that's no problem. Not a big deal. It had a bunch of dirt and grime and stuff in there anyway, so we are going to need to replace this motor. Okay, fun. So obviously, you want to take the screw out in the side of the propeller, and look at that. I'm not even really twisting it hard, it's just... Oh wow, one's actually, no, it's not coming up. So, man, I liked this before these issues. I like this drone a lot, but it seems like lately, I understand maybe the motors, you need to put some tension on it when I'm trying to unscrew it. I understand, you know, the motors being brushed, fighting the wind, okay, it can burn out. But man, the quality of this is just gone down quickly. The plastics are so cheap. I don't want to break this. Not that worried about the propeller. I have a whole set. I'm more worried about man, that has become a pain in the butt, all these screws. I take that back. The quality of this is poor. Before, when I flew it, I loved it. But the more I mess with this, I'm starting to realize this quality is very poor. You might say, oh, he's forceful, he's doing this. Well, I first initially tried unscrewing it just like a normal person would use a screwdriver. And of course, it's damaging my buck knife. Lovely. This does not want to come out for nothing. So I'm going to try to keep the tension on it. That's how I got it as far as I did, is I put tension on it and then turn it a little bit. I could easily accidentally push it back down. So man, I'll make sure I got a good grip on it. It's like it's holding on the last few threads. This is really frustrating, honestly. Sorry if you can't see exactly what I'm doing. I'm basically trying to get this screw out of here because, there we go. It's no longer really just kind of acting like a pin now, just holding it in there. So the same thing, take out this cover. Same process, this screw here, 2 screws on top. Pop that off. Go ahead and pop off these 3 screws going around. 1, 2, and 3. Just prior to this, just same exact thing. At least these are threaded in, that's nice. I do want this to hold together. Those pins being able to come out, now you see how hard they are to come out, so at least when you put one in, if it does happen to strip, it'll at least stay there. There we go. Let's go ahead and find what kind of feel. It's right in the center. There we go. Boom. Gotta pull that out. Push the motor just like before. Be careful with this wire. Kind of push this wire back in there and then gently slide this out. Obviously don't pull it by the wires because that's not going to pull it out. I'm just kind of pulling out the wire out so it won't get caught. If you need to use something to kind of push it on this side of it, kind of help push it out. There we go. There's the motor. Wiring is fine. I can't tell, but obviously it's just not working. So obviously it's burned out or the brushes are bad. Set it right there. This takes a PC. Obviously it's just as dirty and grimy as the last one down in there. It's hard to see on the camera, but you can see on the napkin how nasty the napkins are. Clean that out. Look at this end. There's still oil and there's still grease, I'm sorry, on the actual gear right here. You can see it all over there, right there. So that's where it meets the bushing, so that's fine. You could always add some. Go ahead and open up. So this is the second motor I've had to replace so far. Luckily I bought the whole set. I didn't buy just 1 or 2. So I could basically replace every single motor on this if I had to. I'm not saying it's very challenging. It's more of a nuisance, you know. It shouldn't have to be this way. Let's see here. Put that gear in. Push the motor straight down. Line it up. Push it straight down all the way. It'll line up with this gear. You can see it turning beautifully. Make sure that's pushed all the way down. Now you want to shove the wire. You might want to put the wire, well, I'm trying to think. Yeah, you might be, yeah, kind of works that way. There we go. Now you want to kind of fish out that wire. Boom. Pull it through, there you go. That's beautiful. That's what we want. Now here's the hard part. Put this cover on. You have to put this screw in right here. You can put, well, the reason I don't put these other ones in here, you might have to take it apart because if that screw comes off the screwdriver, it'll stick right to the side of that motor and you will not get it off. So let me go ahead and pick a screw. It's one of these small ones. Put it on my screwdriver. Keep it away. That screwdriver isn't the greatest. Actually, I can magnetize this. There we go. Put the motor on it to magnetize it. I think it's usually magnetized, or I get a magnetized one from over yonder. Make sure it's all lined up. That feels alright. Ah, I see it caught it. Now watch this. It's really, where's that screw at? Where'd it go? It's somewhere on this motor, I guarantee it. Yep, it's right here on the motor. So the motor is really magnetic. It will pull the screw off the screwdriver. So this is the hardest part. The rest of it is very easy. There we go. It's very easy. Literally, this is the hardest part of the whole entire task. That's why I was kind of upset I took that part. But it was, like I said, it had plenty of dirt and grime in it and everything. Sure, I would have either gotten a brushed motor or something would have happened knowing my luck. So I'm kind of glad I took that apart. Even though honestly I shouldn't have, so it is what it is. I'm trying to... Man, that's harder than it looks. There we go. See how that's held nice and tight? Go ahead and start putting these other screws in. Actually easier to have them on a screwdriver. Now be careful, if you get one screw in there, it's really hard to get out. If it like gets loose and falls off of here and it gets stuck to that motor, you probably have to take this apart. So I'm just giving you a fair warning. Ooh. Screw that in. See how it's just kind of hand tight, like about the screwdriver will just spin on top, it won't torque them down too tight. Let's hold it down like that and just screw that in. That's tight. We almost got her. These are kind of long. Use those for the tops, I guess. I did forget that I did lose a screw. I have to keep this one. I don't know if I could use one of these longer ones. I might have to go to my screw bag. See if this will work for the sides. Yeah, it'll work. Perfect. So then you want to put this cover. Has these two little prongs. Make sure they're in. Line it up. Boom. Get one of the longer ones. Line it up. Oh no, luckily it didn't fall all the way in there. Please do not fall all the way in there. Please, please. Just fall on this table. Oh, I grabbed it, thank goodness. If I would have had to take that apart, man, that would have been a little rough. See, I got a little bit started with my hand and then finish it all the way nice and snug. That holds the motor on there. Sounds nice and good. Now here's the tricky part, is there's a hole right there. There we go. See that hole right there? And you have to line it up with the hole. Here, that should be sticking up higher. I wonder if I lost a bushing or something. On the bottom part, I don't know. There we go. Wow, that almost went all the way in by pushing it. There we go. Dropped all the way in. Whoops. Well, there is one arm. Is this the black and white one replaced? Yep, this goes here. Make sure you line this up. I think that's how it goes. Is there a clippy thing? Yep. Nice and tight. Push some of the wire on this side, some on this side. Kind of, you know, between the two, it should be able to eat up all that wiring. Come on. Boom. It's that clipped in. Actually, that clip holds it pretty well, but you also want to go ahead and put a screw in as well. So I'm going to take one from here until I bring that bag over. Move very carefully. I want this to hold because that pin does hold. There we go. Dropped all the way in. Doesn't come out. There's that pin for this one. So this one is repaired. We just have to put this bad motor in a bag, mark it bad. I just keep it either for the wiring or that little gear right there. You never know. So let me grab a small bag of screws. so we can finish putting this one back together. Might have almost enough. Let's see how many I need. Okay, so let's go ahead and put this one together. Well, you get the gist of it. I'm going to go ahead and, well, I guess I could throw this together real fast. I just need to get this wire started so I can kind of grab it. There we go. Unfish it. Boom. There's that. Get the back. Make sure this is cleaned out. Yep. Nice and clean. Still oil on that shaft. And the hardest part of it all, getting this screw in there. Oh, don't tell me I got lucky the first time. There's no way. Oh, it came out too. Oh wow. There was another screw stuck to it, so I'm glad I kind of fished in there. Might have been original. I don't know. Come on, get out of there. Sorry for the phone call. Where did that screw go? See, that's why you don't want to put any other screw until you do this one, because it is a pain in the butt. Sorry I take it off camera, it's just so hard. Gotta get this screw out there, it's stuck to the side of it. There it is. There we go. Push this gear back up in there. Get the cover. Pop it back on and let's try again. But once you get it though, the rest of it's not bad at all. Ah, got it. Put this cover on here because it'll help keep screws from falling in there, hopefully. Let's go ahead and put one in here while we're here. See? There we go. Nice and tight. Let's get these screws down here. I might have enough. We'll keep this one for the prop. And we'll just kind of put the rest everywhere else and get this together real quick. So that's pretty much the gist of it. Replacing a motor, so I'm not getting like right up on it the entire time, but you get the idea of it. So one for the screw, one for the... Oh, look at that, I can make that work. I'll just have to get another screw for the top, which that's no problem. I got a bag, I just don't want to get that right this second. I have to get back up. I'm just trying to hurry up and finish this real quick. Line this up. There it goes in. Beautiful. Let's plug this back up. Line it. There's a little notch. Line it up. See that little, the smallest notch right there. Plugs in just like so. Push it in. Make sure it's tight. Put some other wire on each side. You know, split it between it. Make sure it doesn't get pinched in there. But you get the idea. I put most as I can on this, as much as I can on this side and the other, obviously. Needs to be turned this way. It's not going to go in anywhere. There we go. Bam! I'm going to be careful doing this because I don't want it to fall where the motor is. Press down in there, give it a turn to make sure. And there you have it. Quick plug up, quick flip test, flip of a switch. There you go, guys. See if our hard work paid off. There you have it. So there is the replacement for the motor. Replacing the motor on them if they burn out. So simple as that. Make sure you always unplug this when you're done. Don't leave it plugged in. There you have it. So I want to thank you guys for watching RC Cincy, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and then also check out the giveaway. Like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll pick someone in 8 to 9 days, and then we'll pick the names, and then you have 48 hours to contact us. Simple as that. So I want to thank you guys for watching. Have a good one. Thanks.